Hello, Bay Area music fans. I'm Elliot. This is Ronnie over here with White Crate. We have Tyla Jones in the studio today.
Welcome, Tyla.
Hey, Tyla.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
From Total Accord Agency.
Woo!
She's throwing an incredible music festival this year, June 3rd through 20th, Total Accord Fest.
Yep.
Some of the best bands in the Bay Area and DJs. And we are here to talk about that festival, what you're up to with Total Accord, and just the general Bay Area music scene. So let's get to it. Can you tell me a little bit about how Total Accord actually formed? Like what were the steps you took to do that?
Total Accord formed a little bit by accident.
Okay.
To be honest, it was never my dream. I know that sounds interesting to say, but it was never my dream to own an agency or start an agency. And I think that the first real initiation was I started interning at an agency in LA. And that happened for just a short while. And then I realized I was like, oh, I know how to do this also. And I actually prefer being an agent over a talent buyer, because now that I've seen both sides, I was like, oh, this gives you a lot more freedom. You know, to be an agent, you can do all different things with all these different bands and put them where they make their dreams come true. That felt good. So I was excited about doing that, but I didn't think it would ever become something I would do on my own. So my friends in Seablight, former band, sadly they're no longer doing their thing. Can still get their music though. They're legends now. They're like a mythological creature. They found out I was kind of like dabbling in booking as an agent, and they're like family to me. So they were like, can you help us like on the down low do some bookings? And then people started kind of hearing around town, like, oh, I hear you're helping Seablight, you know, with booking and stuff. And I was like, yeah, not officially, you know, I'm just playing around. And then Galene, who's in Seablight, who's, you know, obviously a very famous designer and does pretty much every festival, every venue's like poster art, etc. She was like, well, I'm going to make you a little logo so that you can start sending emails for us and kind of look more official.
Smart.
And I was like, that's a good idea. Let's do that. And so then we did that. And I was like, well, I'll start an Instagram just so that we can like see if anyone's going to pay attention to this idea. And then literally just through Instagram, just posting like, hey, this is a new thing I'm doing. I'm working with Seablight. If anyone else wants any help, like I was like, maybe like 10 people at the most might hit me up, you know? And like so many people reached out to me. And I was like, oh, there's a gap in the Bay that apparently people really want help. And I think I had a little bit of a reputation because of El Rio and the Chapel. So people were kind of already tuned into me and the music scene here. So I think people got excited like, oh, there's this new thing that Tyla's doing. So it was a little bit of like a natural, organic progression more than me kind of plotting. And kind of just ran with it. And to see just the never ending people that I like admire, I'm fans of, reaching out for help. So I just formed a roster and kind of just went for it.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So organic. I love that.
Yeah.
It's just like you were doing what you were already doing and it just grew into something.
Yeah, it's nice. And I'm so, so happy.
You cultivate more of an equal playing field with the artists, where I'm not in charge of you. Like, I'm not the one who's telling you what to do. We're working on this together.
Yeah, as much as possible. I mean, I prefer a collaborative experience. Some artists, not many, very few, but some are like, just tell me what to do. They're like, I don't want to think about it. I trust you. Where should I play?
They just want to make music.
Yeah.
That's it.
Which I totally understand. But that's definitely not I guess, part of our ethos. We definitely want the artist to feel like they have a word and a say in what goes on. And like, I don't really like making decisions without running it by artists. So I'm transparent no matter if they like it or not.
Yeah.
And I meet with them as much as I can. And we have like, you know, the documents where you're like, they can see everything all the time. I'm very transparent about what's going on. And, but it's nice to, I feel like, empower the artist, because I might not always be there either, you know, like I couldn't be happier that it all worked out. And now we have a whole team of people. I mean, we have all these sponsors and volunteers, and it's working.
Throwing one of the most important music festivals in San Francisco. It just got.
That's nice of you to say.
Yeah, I mean,
We're not the only ones saying it.
It's not just us.
I know, it's hard to believe because we've only done one, and as you know, it was pretty like small scaled, you know, and
Scrappy.
it was a little scrappy, but we crushed that, and people were really excited, and thus the last year we've grown as an agency like 5 times the size. Our roster is much bigger. So we were like, why not do it again and highlight all the other artists that have signed in the last year and who didn't get to play last year. Most of them didn't play last year. So it's just kind of a symbol of how far we've come.
So you have 13 shows this year. And why you have to build like a little universe for each of those shows, right?
Yeah.
So how do you make sure an artist isn't just like filling a slot because you have to put them somewhere, but actually fits like that venue, that night, that lineup?
That's a good question. I think, again, it was definitely helpful having the team have input on things. Per any festival, there was a lot of surprises and last minute changes.
Name changes.
Big changes. And so things, last minute were kind of scrambly. So there was a little bit of a like, well, this was totally the intention. And now we kind of have to just put people, because I was like, I don't want to, forget that you were supposed to play. So let's make I wouldn't say makeshift shows, but it definitely was like, we have to pivot. We got to find a new venue. We got to, put people here, not here. So I think that for Total Accord, we are such a melting pot of so many different types of artists and sounds, which is fully our mission. Is like, we don't, subscribe to just one scene or sound, right? So I think no matter who we put in where is just reflective of what we are. Because I kind of like the fact that you can go to a show and everyone on that bill is pretty different, but you feel like people are going to like something. There's something for everyone at every show. So I didn't want to think too hard about like, oh, does this flow? Because it's, again, I'm like, this is supposed to reflect us. And I think that no matter which show you go to, for the most part, they're all just kind of like a staggered artist roster energy.
I think the session aroma show with the drag performances will have a really specific vibe to it.
Yeah.
That will be really of the city.
Yes, I agree.
Of the Bay. Sorry, most of those people are from the East Bay.
Yeah, it's a nice mix of East Bay and SF, and that show, I really wanted that to feel like a theatrical experience, being a night at the theater, use the 4-star to our advantage, having it have that theatrical setting. I was like, who would look good on that stage? The session hasn't really done anything like that before, so excited to have them do that. And then Aroma obviously is just a theatrical performer already, so having them on the stage is going to be really cool. And then, having something that's different, having a show on the festival this year that also has drag and music videos being shown, and then the White Crate documentary.
White Crate documentary about
Total
Accord.
So yeah, I think that one, I focused a lot on that one because I really wanted there to be, again, something that's different, that's not just going to a show. Even though like the El Rio shows kind of like, they'll have like art vendors and food, and it's a little different. They're free. But it was important to have that 4-star show kind of stand out and show a different side of us.
Amazing.
Yeah.
June 3rd through 20th.
Yes.
Total Accord Fest.
Yes.
Some of the best local bands the Bay Area has.
Yes.
Playing 13 shows at venues across the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Headliners The Session and Brigitte, and just a whole slew of incredible acts on the lineup.
Yeah, it's an impressive thing. I feel it's surreal to look at the lineup and be like, wow, this is, 98% is all Total Accord. But it's also nice to have a little mix in there, like Brigitte being a Bay Area ally, coming in and uplifting the festival is very exciting, just as a fan. And then to have some cool DJs, like her DJ club being a part of it. They're not actually on Total Accord, but they're like, I would like them to be more in our world. So having them be a part of it. And like I mentioned, Media Meltdown with the drag. performances and the hosting and stuff. So yeah, it'll be cool to see different people mixed in there. But we're ready for the world to see what Total Accord's got. Like our artists are just so impressive. Yeah. So
Again, thank you, Bay Area music fans. I'm Elliot with White Crate. That's Ronnie with White Crate. And Tyla from Total Accord. Thank you for
yay.
listening in.
Thank you. See you at Total Accord Fest.
See you there.